Alright, what's up guys, Zerpin here, back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to show you exactly how to start up EAFC 25. Let's get straight into it. Starting off, there are two separate ways you could go about this. One is for the people that bought the Ultimate Edition, and one is for the people that bought the Standard Edition. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the Ultimate Edition, so if you guys did buy the Standard Edition, make sure you skip ahead right now. Now on the screen, as you can see, here are the rewards for pre-ordering FC 25. The majority of the rewards are indeed for like clubs and career and stuff like that, but then again, you do have those rewards that are like the 4600 FC points, and for those of you that pre-ordered before August 20th, you get that hero as well, I believe on release and sometime in November. Now I know a lot of you guys are not going to be spending money on this game, just like me. I am going RTG only, so the 4600 is all I can rely on. That is a huge buffer. You have three different options you could go with. Now the first option being drafts. Now for those of you that play the game, understand the game, and win games consistently, drafts is the way to go. I only say this because it takes, I believe, 300 FC points to get into a draft, meaning you can play around 14 drafts. Based on that logic, you should have some decent rewards as long as you keep winning. Now, on the other hand, if you are not a good drafts player, if you're not a good FC player in general, I for one consider myself in that margin, I will not be playing drafts. I do not recommend it because of the fact that you're going to be wasting a lot of FC points for potential 50-50 wins, and then on top of that, rewards aren't always going to be guaranteed. You might have that occasional silver pack that you could get. The other benefits that come with drafts is obviously you get to try out the game, you get to feel for the tactics, you get a feel for the formations, you get a feel for a lot of the early game gold players that could be beneficial towards your team. It is a time consuming factor. You do have to play a bunch of games. The other thing about these games is that they're going to help you with your objectives. You're going to play these matches, you're going to be going for finesse shots and etc, and a lot of those are going to count towards your objectives, which will help you get packs. And now this takes me to the second alternative. Now in my opinion, this alternative is a 50-50. I personally will not be going, I will be going for option 3. This alternative is waiting. The benefit in waiting is that EAFC has been releasing promos left, right, and center. More than likely at the start of the game, there's going to be a promo that drops about a week after, leading to promo packs. Promo packs have huge success rate. Now there's two problems that come with this. The first one being there is no chance of you probably getting coins, meaning the best value you're probably going to get from them is sending them into an SBC. Apart from that, untradeable cards, obviously you cannot sell them, so you'll be forced to use them. The other thing about this is that it's a low risk, high reward strategy, meaning that there's not much of a risk in throwing these FC points into huge promo packs, considering they are way greater than the 7.5k pack. The low risk, high reward does get outbalanced by the not making any coins and everything being untradeable. This takes me along to my third and final option, which is the option I will be personally going for. This is spending all your FC points on 7.5k pack. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I believe it's about 37.5k packs you can get. Not the greatest chance of getting a high rated player, but it's still there. Not to mention these rewards will be tradable, meaning you can get points instantly. Now early game trading is a huge part of success in EAFC. If you are able to learn how to trade and go from there, then going into the 7.5k packs and selling majority of your items other than valued players is probably going to be the way to go. Apart from that, you also get a bunch of low tier cards for SBCs, such as the older SBCs that we've seen in FC 24, 23, 22, and etc. Now as long as these SBCs continue over into the next one, into the next FIFA, then we can clearly see why a lot of these low rated cards like the Brazilian League or the Argentinian League will indeed be very beneficial for your team. Now more than likely for a majority of people that started Ultimate Edition, those are going to be your three ways of making your bang for your buck, aka getting your coins or getting a decent team to start off the year. Now the other thing to remember is evolutions are a huge thing and they have started to fluctuate a lot more, meaning if you get semi-decent players that have 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, etc, have some decent stats but not the best tier, or can play one specific position, maybe not have the best play styles, make sure you guys keep these cards, only because of the fact that they will be releasing evolutions that bump up a lot of these low tier cards and that make them usable. Now that we are done with the Ultimate Edition, we can go ahead and move on to the Standard Edition, but don't forget, Ultimate Edition players, you have full right to abuse every single tip that standard players use as well. So make sure you guys listen up to these tips as well. The first thing, and easily something I have personally been taking advantage of for the last 2 years since it was introduced, is moments. As long as they add moments again into FC this year, you can more than likely guarantee that you'll be able to get some decent packs. The only thing with moments is that it's a bit time consuming. Make sure that you have a little bit of time on your hand to play against some AIs. Apart from that, there isn't much use in them, so make sure you guys grind these out right at the start of the game, and then after that, kind of just leave them alone. Following that point on, we're going to talk a little bit about gameplay. This is going to be majority of your way to get your packs, and I'm talking about rivals, I'm talking about champs, I'm talking about squad battles. There have been a lot of implemented changes into these as well. For example, squad battles, you no longer have to play 35 matches to get your rewards. It is 14. That's insane. That's way less than half the matches. You have a week span from Sunday to Sunday to be able to do them. Yes, it is time consuming, but 14 matches is less than the current rivals update is 5 wins for the basic upgrades and 15 wins for the upgraded rewards. Now, the problem with that is that is time consuming. You cannot almost guarantee a win, and there's going to be matches where you lose. You're not just going to go on a 15-0 run. That's where things like squad battles come in handy. Those two options, rivals and squad battles, those are going to be the way that separates a grinder online and a grinder offline. Now, there's nothing wrong with either of them. It's just based on the rewards you get. Obviously, the higher you get in rivals and the more often you get those 15 upgraded reward wins, you're going to be getting better packs. And as long as you can play the game well, that's probably where you should be focusing a lot of your attention. Now, onto the squad battle side of things, for those of the people that are much more casual, or prefer leisure, or are you just trying to clear out your objectives very fast like me, hop into squad battles. Make sure you guys get your 14 wins. It's not going to hurt you. It's going to be better than rivals for a lot of people, and at the same time you get rewarded for it. Yes, it's time consuming, but it's way less time consuming than it was last year. The benefits that come with squad battles include being able to AFK it. You can't do that online. In champs and rivals, you'll get kicked out of the match. In squad battles, you can. You just have to score a few goals and then put your controller down, watch some TV, make yourself something to eat, and go about your day. Now, as long as you can do that over and over and over again a few times a day, then you'll finish all your squad battles right then and there in that day. Now, on to the final way, which in my opinion is going to be where I'm going right away at the start of the game, is the objectives. Now, as you can see on the screen, the objectives are insane. Early game objectives are one of the greatest way for you to get high tier packs, including 100k packs, 55k packs, 50k packs, 25k packs, etc, etc. A lot of these objectives don't require you to play them online, meaning you can do them in the squad battles while you're grinding out your 14 wins. And if you're a decent player, you can do this in the drafts, and you can do this in rivals as well. Same thing with champs, even though I don't really recommend it this year because champs has taken a turn. Now, the thing about these objectives, the only negative that comes about it is the time consuming aspect. Playing 50 squad battle matches, playing things like 50 rival wins, or playing 50 co-ops with your friends, those are not fun things, but they do guarantee you good packs. Now, apart from that, you have these challenges like the finesse shot, like the chip shot, the volley, the scoring goals, the assisting. All of these can be done instantly, and it's all based on how fast you can complete them. So the less matches you take to complete these, the faster you get these packs, and the faster you can upgrade your teams, do SBCs, and get ready for foot champs. Now, as I was saying initially, for those of you guys that do play Ultimate Edition, and for those of you guys that do play Standard, don't forget that you have a lot of options towards yourself. Get these objectives done as fast as possible and get your teams ready. Now, that's going to be it for me today, guys. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.